Hey guys, this is Simonster here at Firestorm Gym with Strength Project, and today I'm doing a back salt tutorial. So some people call this a back tuck, a back flip, a back salt. Let's show you how to do it. So the first step is learning the setup for a back salt or the jump for it. So what you're going to do, start looking straight ahead, arms swing up, your arms are going to swing down, you squat, swing your arms as high as you can, stay looking straight ahead and jump straight up, okay? Here. So key tips with the set or the jump for your back salt, you want to swing your arms as high as you can. So swing your arms all the way up, reach the maximal amount of flexion you can reach through your shoulders when you jump. Two reasons for this: it will help give you as much rotation as possible, and secondly, it will help you jump as high as possible. If you do T-Rex arms, you're limiting both. Second point, you want to stay looking straight ahead. If you swing your head back, you're going to limit the amount of height you can get as your body's going to jump backwards. Third thing, you want to keep your body in a straight line when you do this, okay? Maintain body tension and maintain a hollow body when you jump. What that means is don't let your chest or your lower back arch or flare out, okay? Losing tension through your body will limit the amount of rotation that you can get and will also limit the amount of height that you get. So the set looks like this, looking straight ahead, arms swing up, squat, jump. So the next drill you're going to do is a backward roll. So this helps you to get over the fear of spinning backwards with a backflip, and it also helps your technique and learning to generate power and some backward momentum. So you can start this down a wedge. If you aren't comfortable going straight over your head, you can start by rolling over your shoulder. Now, as soon as you're able to roll directly straight over your head, I recommend you change to that, as continually rolling over your shoulder will instill some bad technique, and you could end up doing your back salt around the side, which is very difficult to correct. So if you do want to roll over your shoulder, alternate which shoulder you roll over each time until you're comfortable to roll over your head. Down a wedge is obviously easier, or down a hill if you don't have a wedge handy. Here, I'm going to roll over my right shoulder first, and then repeat over my left shoulder. When you're comfortable, you want to try and roll straight back over the middle of your head. So the way you do this, the safe way to do this, hands up by your head like so. What I tell kids Mickey Mouse is, squat down, try to bring your knees up towards your ears and push off your hands as you roll over. If you're comfortable rolling down a wedge, the next step is to take it to a flat surface or take it to the floor. So same thing, backward roll is great because you can use a little bit of momentum from the squat to help you get over. Arms up by ears, squat down, and performing a backward roll. As you get more comfortable with that, you want to use less and less momentum, because that's what's going to happen with a standing back salt. You're going to have to generate momentum just from a jump by driving your knees over your head and swinging your arms. So as you get better, try to sit down on the floor and start a backward roll from here. So the next step is the tuck and roll drill on the floor. So this is starting laying down on your back. You're going to swing your arms up as you would in a normal back salt, and then you're going to drive your knees up towards your ears to generate the backwards momentum that you need for a back salt. So to show you from here, you swing your arms up, then you're going to drive your knees up towards your ears or your shoulders to help you rotate back, okay? Once again, swing your arms up and then knees. Cool? In a back salt, what's going to happen? You're going to swing your arms up, your knees are going to come to your shoulders, and they're going to meet your arms at the top. You don't swing your arms back down because that's going to rotate you the opposite way. If you're really good at this, what you can try to do is roll yourself all the way over, go to Mickey Mouse ears and land in a squat position. Arms up, legs. That's when you know you've got adequate power to do a back salt. So now we're going to do the backflip. To start with, I recommend that you have somebody there to spot you. You do it into the foam pit or you do it onto a mat for safety. So the next step is joining the two together, joining the set with the tuck and roll drill. Now it can be a little bit scary to go straight from doing that to a backflip on the floor, so there are a few steps that you can take to get there. The first is doing it into a foam pit. All right, so stand on the edge of a foam pit. The difference here is that you have to lean back slightly because your back salt's not going to go straight up and down. If it is, you'll land on the edge. All right, so lean back slightly and do it into the foam pit. Here, ready, Rush?
Yep.
Now, if you are afraid of landing on the edge when you're doing it into a foam pit or off an object, you can have somebody like Sterling there to spot you, and they're just going to assist to push you backwards. All right? You can do the same thing into a pool. Here, back salt. And if I'm going to land on the edge, Sterling's just going to push me into the foam pit. So the next step, once you've learnt it into the pit, is trying to do it onto a mat. The difference here is that you can sink into a pit or a pool, but on a mat you have to land it on your feet. So start with an object higher than the mat to begin with. You're going to do a back salt and land on the mat. Ready?
Yep.
So the next step is to stack the mats up until they're level with your takeoff point, okay? To mimic doing it on the floor. This way you still get a little bit of compression when you land. So the final step is doing it on the floor, okay? So same thing, the beauty of the floor is that you don't need to travel backwards. You can get a little bit more height by jumping straight up. Now, if you're not confident doing it on the floor straight away, have somebody spot you. I'll show you a few methods that you can use. So Sterling's going to spot me. I might get you to jump on this side if that's cool.
No problem.
The way he's going to spot me is one hand on the lower back, the other hand on the back of the thighs, and he's just going to help rotate me around. Thank you. As I get better at the back salt, he can spot less and less, and eventually just spot at the lower back, so I have to tuck my knees by myself and rotate myself around. So just one hand on the lower back. Thank you. So another technique that you can use to spot is using either a resistance band or a sweater or a jumper if you're in Australia. So tie it around like so. Your two spotters grab one side each, and now you're going to swing and do a back salt. They're going to provide a little bit of lift. You ready? Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, thanks for watching the back salt tutorial. You can also check out the swing through tutorial, which is up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.